The whole reason why there's a Diocesan Services Fund is because we are people of faith. It is acting upon our faith that creates the Diocesan Services Fund. Recently, our Holy Father, Pope Benedict XVI, has called for a year of faith to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the opening of the Second Vatican Council. That magnificent council was an opening up of the doors of the Church in a kind of what the Italians call an aggiornamento, or an updating of the faith, but also an intensification of the energy of faith outward in mission. To my mind, the Diocesan Services Fund is faith in mission.
My faith journey begins really with my parents. They planted the seed of the faith that I have today. In college, I found out about Cafe Catholica, and it was something that all young adults were looking for, and I was really excited about it.
Cafe Católica is one of our most successful programs within the young adult ministry. Over the past year, we have had over 2,000 young adults attending the 4 consecutive Mondays. They are the future of the church. Because of that reason alone, it is important that we invest into reaching to those young adults that are part of our Archdiocese.
There are so many young adults who are searching for a deeper, more authentic meaning in their lives. We are supporting that deeper connection of faith and young people.
In addition to Cafe Catholica, I've participated in young adults and several parishes. I was in a low point in my life where many of my friends had transitioned into different stages in their lives. I was looking for something, looking to belong, looking for young adults like myself. I needed to seek direction, and I visited a spiritual director at St. Vincent de Paul, and she suggested that I join the young adults at St. Anne's, and I found what I was looking for. I found opportunities to do service, opportunities to do fellowship in social activities and sports, and I loved it so much that I volunteered to become an officer.
In the last 5 years, the young adult in campus ministry program has grown tremendously, especially in the last 2 years. Program offerings from the office has grown in 5 years by about 250%.
Young adult programs in the Archdiocese benefit from DSF donations. And I can't tell you enough what it means to people like myself and how it's changed my life. I owe so much to young adult programs. I feel like I've had an opportunity to develop my leadership skills. I have developed lifelong friendships and have found a place to belong and a place to develop my faith and grow closer to God.
Faith works through love, and the last part of the letter to the Galatians is a beautiful reflection by Paul. Bear one another's burdens, and therefore you will fulfill what is required of you in Christ Jesus. One of the ways in which we can make the works of charity and bearing one another's burdens take hold is supporting the vocations office of the Archdiocese. That particular office allows our young men and women to engage in discernment towards priestly and religious consecrated life.
Faith and love has to be shown in a physical way. We have to live it out. We have to act it out. It can't be just something that we have in our hearts or in our minds. We have to put it into action.
I think everybody in the Archdiocese knows we're getting bigger. But as you get bigger and you have more people, we also need more shepherds.
I heard the call to service through the life of St. Teresa of Avila. What made me decide to become a priest was actually the death of my grandmother. When she'd been praying for a priest in the family for a long time, and when she died, I think that all the graces, all the different prayers that she had were answered, and I felt inspired to answer the call to be the person in the family to be a priest. The main thing that the Newman Center provided for me was friendship and fellowship. And then the Office of Vocations, they really gave me direction, and without it, I really would be nowhere. DSF is what allows us to support the seminarians and nuns entering vocations with their books, with their studies, and all the different needs that they have.
We have a refugee resettlement program in the Archdiocese that is partially funded by DSF, Faith Working Through Love, bearing one another's burdens. We even have an example of a young woman who suffered intensely in her own land. We have been able to bring her through our refugee resettlement program here to the Archdiocese, and she's thriving now. And in stretching ourselves further in helping refugees, we have shown ourselves to indeed be Christians of faith and action.
My name is Julie Aftab. I was born and raised in Pakistan as a Christian. I started working in public call office when I was 16 years old, and one day one customer saw a cross around my neck. He just threw acid on my face and body. I was told by doctors that I will never survive, but thanks to be God, He gave me second chance to live the life He given me. I came on the medical visa. I needed help, and that's when somebody directed me to Catholic Charities. For me, United States is a promised land. Catholic Charities helped me to apply for my citizenship, which I am United States citizen now. I would like to thank God and all the people who donated to DSF. For them, it's just a little bit money, but for me, it was a second chance.
Through DSF, faith working through love, this can help us see how beautiful the freedom we have is to practice our own faith. But when we see others who, through the help of DSF, are able to practice their faith, this enables us to be more assured and to be more vivid in our approach to our Catholic faith and to support our faith. And if I may say so, supporting the DSF is a really great way to support our faith in action.